once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. It's the tight end Daniels. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Well, he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 35-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to John Ross. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. A big hole right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else. Drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chris Rumph able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Herbert. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football, be before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there. To make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive. Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just... Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chargers 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Herbert now. He's got Smith here. And some room to work. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Smith Jr., 47 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now we'll throw here to his running back. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He'll get this to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Returning it, John Ross. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this one complete to Smith. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain that time for the Chargers. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Herbert on first down now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 14. Harrison Butker set to
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last night didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's caught, Smith. And he's got some space here. Uses the stiff arm. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for LA. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. The quick slant caught, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Smith Jr. already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. Powers by at the 40, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
They're not even trying to do anything.
Second and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. Open man right side, it's Lamb. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Prescott to throw on 4th. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, 35 yards. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. And now here's Ross. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 71 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Mike 14.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Smith, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Smith Jr. brings up 3rd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught by Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Williams, 33 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
On 1st down, Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And shutting him off. Now open field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Fehoko. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Chargers 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well.
Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Chargers 28.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and 8 yard.
Herbert to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike 14. 14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Herbert going to throw. And off the deflection, it's caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Pollard again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Dallas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Jones.